This is ZNS Total Sports, brought to you by Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Good evening, Bahamas. I'm Kelsey Johnson. Welcome to Sports Thursday. 6 countries were found to be in violation of the World Anti-Doping Code and were declared non-compliant by WADA as a result. This is the latest move by the World Anti-Doping Agency, which is toughening their compliance and regulations for all countries.
The shocking news revealed that the national anti-doping organizations of Andorra and Israel were deemed not to have 2015 code-compliant rules in place. The non-compliant charge was also levied against Argentina, Bolivia, and Ukraine for using non-accredited laboratories. This, according to reports, is an action prohibited under the global anti-doping rules as it relates to analyzing blood and urine samples. A week ago, the Russian anti-doping agency came under fire and caught more heat in WADA's foundation board meeting that was held in Colorado Springs yesterday. A deeper investigation into the matter surrounding Russia has resulted in the IAAF suspending the country from international competition on Friday, November 13th. The newest twist to go along with what is being called the biggest doping scandal to rock the IAAF is bribes. More reports are surfacing about countries and their athletes who pay for positive testings to be buried. IAAF has confirmed investigations into allegations of a Kenyan doping cover-up since March of last year. What is more alarming, more than 30 runners from Kenya were found to be using performance-enhancing drugs over the last several years. The country also topped the leaderboard with 16 medals at the recently held IAAF World Championships.
The suspension handed down by the Bahamas Football Association is not sitting well with those coaches and players who were enrolled in the new football league. According to president of the Lightfoot Key Football Club, Craig Massey, the league was not designed to show up the governing body for the sport in the country, but to assist with the growth and development of the young footballers. Our Jared Higgs is following this story.
The 5 teams suspended by the Bahamas Football Association for attempting to create their own league are speaking out. The teams include Lightfoot Key FC, Yesai, Mantares, Baja Juniors, and FC Nassau Pirates. Our sports team got in touch with some of the club presidents, including Craig Massey, the president of Lightfoot Key Football Club. Massey describes the league as an attempt to facilitate playing time for younger players.
The league system wasn't really working as well as it could have done with the younger kids, 6, 8s and 10 and unders. So I volunteered to help try and make that better. And we tried to set up a league system in place where all the clubs in the BFA were invited. Nobody was left out of this. And all those who wanted to become on board with that, we were going to set up a league system, a program where matches could be set ahead of time. Everybody knew where they were going to be playing, and it would have been much more of a balanced league situation. It was all recreational football, so there's no leagues involved, there's no points.
Massey and Happy Hall, the coach of Yesai, addressed claims by BFA President Anton Seeley that there was a lack of transparency. Did the BFA ever respond to any of the emails that you would have sent to them to say, well, we're doing this today? Was there ever any communication about it?
No, there were at least 2 or 3 emails from whether it's myself or the group calling us the BDSL, and there was no official response.
Up till this point forward, I don't think our club, Yesai, has received any emails from the president, nor has the other clubs that have been suspended. I know that emails were sent from the clubs to the association and CC'd most of the body.
Hall also reiterated the point that there was and is a need for a better structured and more efficient league.
When you have 150, 170 players from under 10 down, it's very difficult to follow a schedule of one team. Also considering some of the clubs that you're playing against might only have 8, 10, 12, 14 players on an individual age group. There's nothing wrong with that, but when you're coming with 40, 50 kids in that age group, it's very difficult to have games and allow the kids to get the touches on the ball, the experience, the games.
The BFA and BDSL youth leagues continue play this weekend. ZNS Sports will continue to follow this developing story. Jared Higgs, ZNS Total Sports.
Thanks so much, Jared. Week 10 was a brutal one for many football fans. Here at ZNS, Jonathan Benson and Julian didn't win a game. Fisher was lucky to pick up one. As for me, I expanded my 2 games lead to 5 over Jonathan and now have a commanding 6-game lead over Julian and Fisher. Since I am in the driver's seat, let's see who the boys are going with this week.
Hi, I'm Julian Gibson. Welcome to the weekly NFL football pick sponsored by ASU Draw. Boy, last week I had a terrible week. Nothing right at all. This week I'm going with Carolina to beat the Redskins. Eagles, I think the Eagles should be able to beat Tampa Bay. Seattle to beat the 49ers. Atlanta to beat the Indianapolis Colts. And Monday night, the Patriots, my team, I think they're going to beat Buffalo 27-13. But let's go to Kelsey Johnson. My little sis, she's still leading, folks.
If you didn't know by now, 10 is definitely my lucky number, and I'm sure the boys are wallowing as they know I won week 10. Well, this week I'm going to go with the Jaguars, the Panthers, the Raiders, the Vikings, and the Pats. Yeah, the Pats, they're going to win against Buffalo.
Week 10 definitely wasn't kind to me, but it's on to Week 11. This week I like Carolina over Washington. I think Seattle will beat San Francisco, have Kansas City over San Diego, St. Louis over Baltimore, and on Monday night I like New England to remain undefeated with a 42-28 win over Buffalo.
Well, it was a rough last week, and that's why this explains it all. But this week I'm going to get a clean shave. Carolina to beat Washington. Philadelphia, my other team to go to the Super Bowl, over Tampa Bay. Arizona to defeat the Cincinnati Bengals. They're on a skid right now. St. Louis to pull the upset over Baltimore. And on Monday night, another team that's going to go perfect this week, New England 32-21 over the Buffalo Bills.
Well, that's your NFL football picks. Make sure to join yours truly here at ASU Draw on Robertson Road for Monday Night Football.
Well, let's see if Week 11 will bring any luck to the guys. But for now, that's all the time we have for sports. I'm Kelsey Johnson.